now, Gibbs. We are in the playoffs. It's January. What are the top 3 legends? Who are the top 3 legends for draft champions? Do you want me to go to Handy Dandy Mudhead? Because I think I have that technology.
We can, yeah. Let's do it. I mean, you got.
So if you're looking to draft your team at the end of your rounds, you're gonna get a little thing called a legend round, and Legends is gonna have all legend players from that program, and you're going to hope that certain guys come up. At the start of the year, there was John Elway, there was LaDainian Tomlinson.
Legends is up. It's L in the alphabet.
Under L. And you had all of these guys. But now you've got new legends. You got Deacon Jones, Jerry Rice, Emmitt Smith, Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White. When we talk to the Madden Challenge competitors, they all chirp hard about receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Herman Moore. If I get Herman Moore, man,
I'm winning this thing.
I'm winning this tournament.
I'm winning this
tournament.
Right.
Flash cut, problem winning the tournament.
Didn't have him.
Did not have. Had John Randall, maybe one of the weaker legends because he's out the newest and he plays a non-impact position. Who would you want to see pop up in your?
You obviously want to see Vincenzo Jackson. I think he's the takeaway, the best receiver in the game outside of Odell Beckham right now. You could argue that Jerry Rice is better, a little more speed, I believe. Show me Jerry Rice.
Yeah, a little more route running.
A little more speed, a little more route running, and you still have great, spectacular catch traffic. So you could argue that Jerry Rice is better, but some people really like the extra 6'5" height. The height thing in this year's game is one of those things where it's like you either a really big time believe in it or you're not. I don't value height as much as I once did. I think 6'2" still gets it. So, but really dependent on either one.
We saw Tweezy get Sean Taylor. The hit power never came out during the games, unfortunately, for Tweez. Marshall Falk's a guy that you would like to see in your legend round.
Love it.
Because of his route running. So even if you don't have to play him at halfback, you could play him at receiver and he's still going to be nasty.
Right.
And then you can, if a halfback comes up, you could still always pick him.
Night Train?
Would there be any defensive players you'd want to get?
Night Train?
You think Night Train Lane?
Because he's the same thing. Like you could play him at safety, you could play him at corner, you could use him. He's like a dual threat. Triple threat. He can do it all.
Right.
So that you get more value out of him. Like the Falk gives you more value because now you don't have to draft 2 running backs. I know you get him as your last pick, but if you did get him, you wouldn't have to have 2 running backs. You could just have the one.
What do you think about Herman Moore? Still the guy?
Oh, he's still really good, man. Spectacular catches. 93 catching traffic. 98. That's bananas. And then the cheddar. 93 right. Cheddar. Nuts.
We'll take a look at one more page. Gilbert Brown's good, but you can get better legends. For quarterbacks, which legend QB would you want to see? Elway, Cunningham. What are your thoughts?
I would say I would go with
Culpepper.
Flashback Vic. As a flashback, never mind. Sorry, I look at him as a legend, but probably Randall. Randall would be my guy at that point. I got the speed. Maybe McNabb. Just my worry is McNabb not having the same ability, so that's my worry.
All right, so if you're in draft champs, this isn't the start of the year anymore. You're gonna want to see, in my opinion,
can't get Night Train in draft champs. No.
Jerry Rice 1, Vincent Jackson 2, Donovan McNabb 3. Because quarterback's very important. The problem is if you wait till that round, you're in trouble. So I don't like to wait until the legend round to get a quarterback because the odds are you're not going to get a quarterback. It's not that many. Defensively, can't get Night Train. Are any of these guys able to make an impact enough for you?
Charles Woodson, the new one.
Yeah.
Like he would. Yeah. The Rod Woodson, Rod Woodson is, careful how I say here, a poor man's Night Train because he's still nasty, but like the Rod Woodson corner at the bottom here, right under Hines Ward.
Yes.
He has the same stats as Night Train Lane. So maybe him.
My number 4 would be the Marshall Falk, only because of his versatility. And then my 5th would be probably the Hines Ward because he is super versatile with his blocking. I would take a quarterback as my 3rd option. I don't necessarily know. I'd have to break down the whole 3. I've used them all. They're all pretty good at the legend area, so I'm not going to get picky. At that point, you just need a quarterback, unless you had Garoppolo. If you don't have Garoppolo, you've got to pick a quarterback before the legend round. That's my advice as far as to what legends I would take. But those are the guys I like. I would, Irvin's up there with the Jackson and the Rice, but obviously I'd take those guys first. So those would be my top 5 from the legends in the game. All right, got more questions in the mailbag right here. This